Here we go. Done. Let's get set. What is that? On 2. Dot. Gun. Dot. Dot. One. Ready? Dot.
first known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Go!
In motion comes Lazard. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 32. Short pickup. Second down and 8. In motion comes Lazard. Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught by Lazard. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Ready! Cougar 19! Go!
A run here with Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready?
Back to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
Okay, great! Check go!
It's first down, and it's Hall. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Sam Hubbard, there on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Bronco 80! 19 tight! 19 tight! Ready?
They'll look to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. And 3rd down coming up.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
70 Rangers! 70 Rangers! Ready?
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by DJ Turner. And the Bengals are going to have the ball at their own 18-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go.
Tight end motioning left.
Cut.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down, Burrow. Will find Brown out of the backfield. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now Brown. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run the sneak. Oh, a loose football. The Jets have got it. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
11 MT. Cut.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one caught by Chase. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really, it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Gun.
They face 2nd down and 7.
11 mighty. Cut.
They'll run here with Brown. He'll get this ahead for about 3. C.J. Mosley, the veteran linebacker, there to shut it down.
Here we go.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll get this one complete to Brown. 15-yard pickup there. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel them. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down,
Here we go, here we go.
now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Twelve. Stop.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. What will the second quarter have in store? More from MetLife Stadium after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Hold it ready. Roll. Get up.
They'll go again with Hall.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Come on, set. Go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And finally, they'll bring him down, and he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. Let's go. '79 Bronco. Hut.
He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
60 Bobcat. Take go.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the running back, Breece Hall.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll run. This is Hall. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes third down.
Ready? Get up!
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and third down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's first and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive.
And he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. That's his first touchdown of the new year.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. We'll start at the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
Get set. 11, Thomas. Back.
Burrow to throw. Passing right side, and Chase has it. A gain there of 11, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball.
Gun.
When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
11, MT, tank. God.
Off the play fake. Here is Burrow. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fade and got his head around, the defense was all over it.
On 1, ready?
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Moore going in motion. Now a second down throw for Burrow. The middle of the field, that's taken in by Chase. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Here we go.
Burrow now. He'll get that to all his tight end. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles
11,
down
11,
to give
11.
a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw.
I'm wondering.
That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. He's got it in the hands of Elijah Moore. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Let's get set. 11 MT, 11 MT. Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the 2nd quarter and the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And find some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
On one, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Gun. Stop.
Our carry here for Brown. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Will McDonald, third tackle.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Stop.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back.
On one, ready? Here we go. 11 mighty.
Moore
11
going in
mighty.
motion.
Stop.
Burrow here on 2nd down. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned. The task now, a really tough one.
Here we go.
3rd and very long.
Stop.
Now, Burrow. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bengals ready to punt this one away. Xavier Gibson deep to return. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Set go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one caught by Lazard. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Here we go.
2nd and 7. On the run, here's Hall. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
Come on. Set. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
But, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You see him, there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
Let's go.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down.
Go.
Back to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. Really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Go.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. And now he's back out to kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down.
Here we go.
And 10.
Hut.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
What's this say? 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended.
On one, ready?
Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Gun, gun. Hut. 11, 11. Hut.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down. Like living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
On the set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready, ready! Seven Pirates! Seven Pirates! Ready!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they will bring them down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Set! Ready, ready!
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, break!
They go 3 tight ends here on
Jack
1st
Panther.
and 10.
Rig it! Liking 18! Hut!
Here's Hall. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Ready, set! 70 Lion! Get up!
He'll drop to throw. Wide open, middle of the field, he's got his receiver. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal.
Go!
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
60, Panther 60. Here we go, set! Ready!
They'll try to run this one in. And he will power his way into the end zone. Braylon Allen, touchdown, New York. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here
11
first
MT tank.
and 10.
11 MT tank. 12.
They'll send a tight end in
12.
motion.
Dot.
They'll begin here on the ground. And a nice run. Get them about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
On 2, ready?
Receiver in motion, headed left. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. That's complete to all the tight end. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead.
Here we go, here we go.
The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here we go.
Second and a yard.
Here we go.
Moore going in motion. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Play action now. It's Burrow. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action
Here we
passing
go.
game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Thomas.
Second down, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
They bring Chase in motion. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit. I think it actually saved 6 points. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
This crowd doing everything they can before third and goal. Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Drop now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. This is 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run here. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The road gets a little tougher now. It's 1st and 20.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
They'll stick to the ground. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
Now, 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
They'll run. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Jets will go up by 7. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st down.
Here we go. 11. 11. Dot.
Burrow. He's going to uncork one. Looking for Wicks. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive. and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. This offense still has the one timeout to use. First and 10 coming up now.
Warrior 70. Go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Big-time throw there. Sets them up really nicely. They find themselves well in field goal range for a potential game-winning field goal try. Under a minute. All they got to do is just keep working the clock, get as close as they can, send that kicker out there and see if he can make that kick.
They'll run on first down, and here's Allen. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout. 2 seconds remaining in the game. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout. So here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game. This kick is good. And the Jets will move out in front, 27-24. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say goodbye from MetLife Stadium.